Good morning and welcome to Vic and Vern Sports Show. I'm Vic and welcome to the Sports Update Show, or your daily Sports Update Show, whichever way you want to put it. Man, big football night last night in the Champions League. Some big upsets, some big teams not doing so well. So let's get straight into it this morning. Let's have a look at our topics this morning. Well, now let's start this way. Yeah, we'll start with the topics. There you go. There, the topic should be coming up. It's this morning is a lot of things not working. The whole thing just crashed about 5 seconds ago, so it doesn't look like I'm going to get the topics up. I hope that's going to get up there. I hope. Let me just see. Could be that a few things are not going to come up this morning. Maybe they come up afterwards. I don't know. Doesn't look like it. The whole system crashed about 10 seconds before I was about to go up. Don't you worry. We're going to talk about football this morning. We're going to talk about basketball. Of course, NBA. We're talking about T20 cricket that was yesterday. Well, let's start with the T20 cricket because I know that's working. There you go. Just want to see. I hope I'm not lagging this morning. It does look like everything is lagging. Ooh, not good this morning. Let me have a look here if I can just see if something's not working. It's the whole system crashed this morning. I do not know why. Let's have a look. It's not. Yeah, it's okay. So nothing is working this morning. Ooh, that does not look good. That does not look good. Let me just. It's not receiving enough video feed. Okay. Wow. It's doing better now. I do not know. I honestly do not know what's going on this morning. It is a terrible feed this morning. All right. Well, let me write something here and then we might have to start the show again. I don't know. It's not good at all. It's not good at all. Let me just get my. This is crap this morning, man. What is going on? Guys, help me out, man. Is anybody out there? I mean, doesn't look like it's. Could be working now. Let me have a look. Put it louder here. Is it working? This is crap. Okay, that's better. That's starting to work. Okay. Crazy. Everything went down this morning. Everything went down. Internet big. It's not an internet problem. It's a YouTube problem this morning. But let's talk about the T20. Look at those results there from yesterday. England did beat Pakistan. That's a big win for England. That puts them into the semi-finals. They beat Pakistan by 2 wickets. Pakistan on the verge of being knocked out. So, let's have a look quickly at the groups. There you go. So, Group 1, everybody's played one game. They'll be playing some games today. So, West Indies and South Africa looking good. India and Zimbabwe desperately need to start winning. Then in Group 2, as you can see, England is in that. They qualified. So, 2 games, 4 points. Pakistan 2 games, 1 point, so they can't catch England anymore. Sri Lanka would have to win the remaining games, but they can't do that because New Zealand and Sri Lanka is going to be playing against each other. So England are through to the semi-finals. Let's have a look at what's coming up later today. It's going to be Sri Lanka against New Zealand. So let's see what that one brings up. If we look at the tables again there, Sri Lanka, New Zealand, both. Look, a win would really help New Zealand's chances. Pakistan, I can't see them making it to the quarterfinals. They'd have to hope for a Sri Lanka win, and then they'd have to be. Gets complicated. It just gets very complicated. But that is hotting up. Yes, got a few games to go, and then we're going to have the semi-finals and the finals also. I'm not sure it's not. Is it this weekend already? The finals, most probably, huh? Most probably. But let's move on to some football because I know that is also working at the moment. Everything that I've copied is working. Everything that I take off the the overlays is not working at the moment. But hey, look, Atletico Madrid, they won 4-1 yesterday. So they beat Club Brugge 7-4 on aggregate. Soroth with a hat-trick there for Atletico Madrid. Well done. Bayer Leverkusen, they played 0-0 against Olympiacos, so they win 2-0 on aggregate. Didn't have to do a lot. Then, if you're Italian, I hope you've got no spaghetti in front of you because it's going to be watered down by the tears. Bodo Glimt beating Internazionale Milano. So Inter got beat by Bodo Glimt. Both legs Bodo Glimt won. They won 5-2 on aggregate and they won 2-1 last night. Yeah, not a good week for the Italians. That's why I put out that poll. Because Juventus are 5-2 down on the first leg. Atalanta are down 2-0. It could be that there's not one Italian team in the last 16. That would be crazy. Newcastle are through, so there's 6 English teams in the last 16 and no Italian teams. They beat Karabakh 3-2 there, 9-3 on aggregate after winning the first leg 6-1. Good goal there from Tonali to set them up at the beginning. Then I thought we'd do a little bit of this. We've never mentioned the English Championship, but it's quite interesting to see who's coming up into the Premier League. A whole full round of games there last night. Bristol beating Blackburn Rovers 2-1. Hull beating Derby County 4-2. I mean, all these teams have been in the Premier League. Middlesbrough 1-1 against struggling Leicester. So that's a good result for Leicester City. Swansea, nothing like a night out in Swansea. 1-1 against Preston North End. Then there was a second part. Ipswich Town beating Watford 2-0. West Brom and Charlton Athletic drew 1-1. Coach got fired from West Brom after the game. 44 days in the job and he already got fired. Okay. Wrexham doing really well for themselves. They beat Portsmouth, or as we would say, Pompey 2-1. And Southampton thrashed Queen's Park Rangers 5-0. But what's exciting is, let's have a look at the table there. Look, if you don't know how this works in the Championship, the top 2, they get promoted automatically. And I think it's 3, 4, 5, and 6 play in a playoff system to see who's that last team getting promoted. At the moment, it's Ipswich, Hull, Millwall, and Wrexham. Could Wrexham be in the Premier League next year? Crazy. It's looking good. They got a little bit of a gap there to Southampton. Don't forget, they've got to play 44 games, so there's still 10 games to go. But let's have a look at the bottom half of that table. And there you go. Queen's Park Rangers there at the bottom. Swansea, yeah. Stoke City, Charlton Athletic, Norwich, Pompey, Blackburn. Not looking good for Sheffield Wednesday. They are definitely down. I mean, they got -7 points. They've been deducted points for financial fair play rules and their owner. And there's a lot going on there at Sheffield Wednesday. Oxford United also not looking good. Can Leicester save themselves after they had 6 points taken off them? They would actually be out of the relegation zone, and West Brom would be in it if they didn't have those 6 points deducted. Yeah, so that's just a little bit of a look out at the championships. I thought we'd do that this morning. Don't forget, there is our next live show this afternoon at 1700. It's the DEFCON Rugby Show. Join us for that. Now, here comes the interesting part. It's working now. There you go. So those were the topics for today. Don't forget, that's our email on the top, and do like, subscribe, and hit that notification button because we're at 140,700, meaning I can move on to the NBA, which is always a good thing because I was already worried I wasn't going to be able to do the NBA. I haven't got all the results in quite yet because there was still some of them playing. There you go. But we'll check them out. Here we go. NBA results. The bottom 2, see if they've done already. They should. They done, so I could add them in afterwards. There you go. So the 76ers, they beat the Pacers 135-114. Tyrese Maxey once again there with 32 points, 9 rebounds, and 8 assists. He's having a phenomenal season. Could be in the MVP conversation. The Wizards losing to the Hawks 98-118. The Mavericks beating the Nets 123-114. The Thunder took care of the Raptors 116-107. Cavaliers beating the Knicks. That's not a good one for the Knicks there. 109-94. Hornets thrashing the Bulls 131-99. My Heat losing to the Bucks 128-113. Porter Jr. there with 32 points, 7 rebounds and 7 assists for the Bucks. The Warriors losing to the Pelicans. There you go, the Pelicans. I always call them the Pelicans, but the Pelicans, they won 113-109 there. Zion Williams with 26 points. The Celtics just keep on winning. They beat the Suns 97-81. Then the two results at the bottom that I do not have that just finished. The Timberwolves did beat the Blazers 124-121, and the Magic knocked off the Lakers 110-109. Luka Doncic there with 22 points, 9 rebounds, and 15 assists. Wasn't enough because Pablo Banchero had 36 points, 10 rebounds, and 6 assists. So that is your NBA for today. Don't forget, NHL starting tonight. Good games there. Playoffs, coming up soon. So a lot of teams need some wins there. Let's see what my Golden Knights do against the Kings. You got the Kraken against the Stars. So Vern will be interested in that one. That is NHL. That's coming up later this evening. Then we had a lot of college basketball there. That is also getting close to March Madness, which will be on this channel. Let's have a look there. Michigan beat Minnesota 77-67. That's a good win for the Wolverines. Virginia, that's the Volunteers. They beat NC State 90-61. The Texas Tech Raiders beat Cincinnati 80-68. Miami beat East Michigan 74-64. Dayton beat St. Louis 77-62. Let's move on. There's a lot of college basketball. BYU and UCF are still at it, but it's 70-35, so you can kind of go on that UCF is going to win that one. Arizona beating Baylor 87-80. Iowa State beating Utah 75-59. Missouri beating Tennessee 73-69. The Blue Devils keep on rolling. That's the number 1 team in the nation at the moment. They beat Notre Dame 100-56. Let me take a sip of my tea here. Good stuff. Ladies, the ladies were busy in the NCAA as well. North Texas beat UTSA 87-63. Tulane lost to Tulsa 65-46. Missouri beat Sam Houston 60-55. The Arizona Wildcats beat Houston 75-67. Utah took care of the Colorado Buffaloes 67-64. And who else played? Well, Coastal Carolina beat Georgia State 92-84. Morehead State beating Southern Indiana 73-62. Arkansas State losing to Troy 61-54. Charlotte beating Florida Atlantic 57-56. Must have been a tight one, huh? And Queen's University beat West Georgia 72-62. There you go. Don't forget this evening, EuroLeague basketball. Lots of good games coming up. And of course, we're going to have a live game tonight. That'll be with Vern. So make sure to join him with that. I think that is around about 7 o'clock this evening, Central European time. That game's going to be Zalgiris Kaunas against Olympiakos Piraeus. 2 playoff teams. So check it out. It's always interesting in Eurobasket. There's always good games. Let me have a look here. Let me have a look at the chat this morning. So is Sri Lanka on the verge of being eliminated if we beat them? Yes, they are. Good morning. When is Rugby Sevens? Rugby Sevens is in March. I don't do the second division of Rugby Sevens. I only do the first. Do you think South Africa will beat the West Indies? Could do. I don't know. Is Razor really the new coach of the Barbars? Yeah. But what do you mean new coach of the Barbars? You're the Barbarian coach for the 2 games, and then somebody else comes along. It's not like it's a permanent job. I mean, Cantoponi and Razor are sharing it, so it's not a permanent job. They could decide that Vic's the coach for the Barbars for 2 games. It makes no difference. The Barbarians are not really a team. It's just a mixture. And South Africa will be playing them there in June. I actually wrote that up there for you guys. Quickly talking about the rugby. Just want to the Springboks. The Springboks quite a nice schedule there. The Springboks got a nice schedule coming up. On the 20th of June, they play against the Barbarians. Then the 4th of July, they got England. The 11th of July, Scotland and Wales. That's all at home. Then they got those 3 games against New Zealand at home. Then they go to the USA to play against New Zealand. And then in September, they got Australia, Italy, and France. They got Australia away in a one-off in Perth, and then they got those Nations Cup games away from home against Italy, France, and Ireland. And then if they make it to the Nations Cup final, there's on the 27th of November. So they got 12 guaranteed games. So we'll have the Springboks from June the 20th till November the 21st. There'll be 12 Springbok matches, which will be interesting to see. So we'll see what happens there. We'll see what happens. That's kind of the morning show. I'm glad we got it at the end, because it was nip and tuck there, and squeaky bum time, because YouTube have had a lot of problems lately. I hope they can sort them out. The streams have been not so fluent at the moment, but today it worked out. We got through the show, don't worry, and we'll see each other at 5 o'clock. I hope it's better. Me and Vern there on the DEFCON Rugby show. See you guys later. Have a wonderful morning. Be safe and take care.